Welcome to Breakroom Bets, the channel dedicated to the sports talk that you have around the water cooler at work. But in our break room, we're always looking at this from the betting angle. I'm your host, Miles, and in today's video, we are looking at AFC division winner bets. We're going to be using the Caesars Sportsbook app to place our bet. And to clarify, we're not betting on the team that we think is the most likely to win their division, because obviously that's the New England Patriots, and Caesars agrees. That's why they're at minus 500 odds. That means that you would have to bet $500 to have a potential winning of $100. We don't want to make that kind of a bet. What we're looking for is, where do the books have it wrong? Is there a division where we see the most likely team to win is not the favorite? And we find that in the AFC North. I can't believe I'm going to say this. The Cleveland Browns are favored to win their division. And before everyone starts partying too hard in Cleveland, let's look at the facts and remind everyone they finished third last season in their division, and I expect the same thing to happen this year. Why would I bet on a team that's never won their division since they came back to the NFL in 1999? This team's only finished second in the division 2 times, and they haven't done that since 2007. That would be Mike Tomlin's first season as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, and the following year, John Harbaugh would get the job as the Ravens head coach. These are 2 of the best handful of coaches in the NFL, and you expect me to believe that they're going to lose out on the division to a rookie head coach and a second-year quarterback? I don't think so. Last year, people forget that the Steelers and the Ravens both averaged more points per game, more yards per game, and were better on third down than the Browns were. Now, I expect the Browns to be better on offense because, of course, they got OBJ, but how big of a difference maker is he really? If he was so great, then why did New York want to trade him? Talent is undeniable, but this guy is the modern-day Terrell Owens. What I mean by that is he's arguably the most talented player at his position. He says the right things when he gets there, but it's inevitable that at some point he's going to make it about himself. And I think that'll probably happen when he has like 3 catches for 40 yards and blows up on Baker Mayfield. And we'll see how their rookie head coach handles that situation. The biggest reason they went from 0 wins to 7 was because they had 31 takeaways, second only in the NFL last season to the Chicago Bears, who went 13-3 with Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And when you can't win your division, when you have a +7 turnover differential and everyone else is negative, you're not winning it the following season. That's the biggest reason why I'm betting on the Browns to miss the playoffs this season. This stat historically does not carry over year to year, and we know that because the Cleveland Browns in 2017 had a -28 turnover differential, and that was one of the worst in NFL history. The team that will win this division, it's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. This team's never had a losing record under Mike Tomlin. The last time they missed the playoffs was 2013, and they responded the following year with an 11-win season. I think the same thing happens this year. They won 9 games after all the issues that they had last year. I bet Mike Tomlin is glad it's no longer 2018. They were coming off a 13-3 season, and then their star running back sat out the entire year. But that offensive line was able to turn James Conner into a Pro Bowl running back. And yes, Ben's number 1 target requested a trade. But are you seeing what's going on in Oakland? I mean, frostbitten feet? How happy do you think Mike Tomlin is that he doesn't have to answer any questions about that? And when you think about replacing wide receivers, there is no franchise that's better at doing this than the Pittsburgh Steelers. Whether it's going from Plaxico Burress to Hines Ward, to Mike Wallace, Emmanuel Sanders, Antonio Brown, and the next in line is my guy, Juju Smith-Schuster. I love Juju in fantasy this year. And they're going to improve on those 9 wins, not just because they don't have to deal with the locker room issues, but they also should get some better luck. They were one of only 6 teams that had a negative 10 turnover differential or worse last season. This is one of those stats that sometimes is just dumb luck. Like the guy on the other team fumbled the ball through the end zone, or it hit the receiver's hands and dropped right into the arms of the safety. I look for this number for the Steelers to improve, especially with their first-round pick in Devin Bush, potential Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate. That number, instead of being negative 11, if it's closer to 0 or even positive, look for this team to have one of those 2 first-round buys. So since we already went ahead and put $25 on the Browns to miss the playoffs, as a reminder, we got that one at even money, so we would win $25. We're going to go ahead and also bet $50 that the Steelers will win the AFC North. And at plus 180, we would win $90 on that bet. Thank you for watching this video. We now want to hear from you. What do you think of our picks? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I've got to get back to work, but I can't wait to talk football this season with you in the break room.